Hi Taurus, this is Clara from Heavenly Declarations, and I'm here to do your June general reading for June 2020. So without further ado, I'm going to use my lovely emotional feeling cards. These are called Moo cards, and they're from a lady called Andrea Hahn. So I've pre-shuffled and I've presaged, but I will shuffle a few more times just to get the Taurus energy for June, Spirit. How's Taurus feeling? How's Taurus feeling for June 2020? How's Taurus feeling for June 2020? One more shuffle, Taurus. Okay. Let's dig in. Spirit, how's Taurus feeling for June? Try to aim for 3 cards to be pulled. Spirit, how's Taurus feeling for June 2020? What's Taurus's emotions for June 2020? What's Taurus's emotions for June 2020? Thank you. What's Taurus emotions? So you're feeling strong right now, Taurus, which is a really wonderful thing. You're feeling strong in words and in actions, but there's something that's made you feel helpless, weak and empty, and maybe that's why you're having to be strong in your words and actions, because maybe there's a situation that's maybe been unfair and it's made you feel off kilter. We'll take one more card, Spirit, please, for Taurus, June 2020. One more emotion for how Taurus is feeling. Thank you. Shame. Okay. You can't believe that you did something. There's something, Taurus, that you're feeling a little bit ashamed about, and it's made you feel really helpless and weak in yourself. It says weak, empty and vulnerable and beyond help. You've done something that's really made you feel quite sad inside, maybe a bit ashamed of yourself, and you're having to stand your ground in your words and your actions. Maybe you're having to justify yourself and be strong. Maybe you're having to justify yourself to people in your family or friends or colleagues, and you're feeling rather helpless and ashamed, and you're having to stay strong within yourself, which is a good thing. We need to try and always remain positive, even if something isn't going the way we want it to go in life, with friends, family, career, finances. But let's dig deeper into these emotions, Taurus, and I'm going to be using my AE White tarot deck. They're holographic, they're a little bit shiny, so if you get a glare, I will try to rectify that for you. Taurus, June 2020. Why is Taurus feeling helpless? Let's find out what you're having, why you're feeling empty and weak and vulnerable and helpless. There's a situation that you're feeling quite stuck on, and it's made you feel rather gloomy and at a loss and empty inside, which is obviously not a very nice feeling. So let's just find out. Taurus, June 2020, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck. Okay, so why is Taurus feeling vulnerable and empty and helpless, Spirit? What's Taurus feeling empty and helpless about? What's this situation? Thank you. What's this situation? Okay, so we have the first card. You have the King of Cups. So perhaps you're feeling helpless about a situation in love. The King of Cups, he has a lot of emotion, very deep emotion. He's literally swimming on this platform in his emotions, and he has his cup there and he's gazing, he's pondering, and he doesn't really speak of his emotions, although he's a very emotional man. It's cups are about water sign and emotions, so it'd be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But it doesn't have to be a Pisces, Cancer, a Scorpio male that you're dealing with. It could be a female, or it could also just be the energy of the person you're dealing with, or the energy that you are sat within. And perhaps you're feeling helpless and vulnerable about a love situation, maybe somebody that you really care about, and you're feeling a little bit helpless and shameful. Maybe something's gone wrong, but you still have a lot of love and emotion in this connection. Now, the second card you pulled for feeling helpless is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now, the Knight of Wands upright is the Knight is usually somebody coming in very, very quickly and passionately. This Knight is a passionate Knight. He ignites passion. He's full of vigor. He's full of life. He's very exciting. He's probably very dynamic, a very sexy male or female character. This is usually, and it is one's about fire signs, so it's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And this is a person rushing in very quickly, but they don't stay. It's usually the player card. But in the reverse, this Knight of Wands, for me, I'm getting the feeling that maybe you're feeling ashamed about a love relationship, that maybe you was being a little bit flighty, and the Knight of Wands is rather a flighty knight. He doesn't stick around. He wants his fun, wants his cake and eat it, and then off he runs. Maybe you've been in this energy, Taurus. You had a lot of love, but you wasn't ready. So you was dashing off, but now you're feeling ashamed. Maybe you're feeling helpless and ashamed about some love situation. And you want to come out of this player energy, because it's left you feeling rather embarrassed and sad and shameful and weak and empty, and you're now having to stay strong. But we'll dig deep. We'll dig a little bit deeper. Let's find out about what you did. What's this? Thank you. Wow. Okay, so you're feeling ashamed about the Lovers in reverse. So the Lovers upright, you can see Adam and Eve. You have Archangel Raphael. It's a divinely guided relationship, and I believe and feel that this relationship hasn't gone too right for you. This may be a twin flame that you're dealing with. It's a very, very deep connection that you're dealing with, Taurus, and I think maybe you're feeling a little bit ashamed because you're knowing that this was a very deep connection and there was a lot of love there, and you do want to come out of that flighty mode, but maybe you wasn't ready. And now that this connection has turned on its head as such, and it's not moving forwards, and you're feeling sad and ashamed about it, has led you to want to come out of the flighty, not sticking around Knight energy of the Knight of Wands, because ultimately there is deep love and emotion in this connection. Because upright, it's a choice. This is a Gemini card, it's a major arcana, but it usually denotes to a divinely guided connection. And obviously in reverse, it's obviously not going the way it ought to have gone. Let's find out why the Lovers. Where's the love? Thank you. The Lovers in reverse is yes, because you have regrets. It's either somebody has played you, possibly Taurus, or you could be dealing with a Cancer, which would be a King of Cups energy, or perhaps Taurus, beg your pardon, this is you feeling loss and shame of a divinely guided connection, and you want to come out of these player ways, or somebody wants to come out. It doesn't have to be you, of course, but this is your reading, but somebody wants to come out of this Knight of Wands energy and maybe not play around so much anymore, because it's just basically led to a really special connection not going very well, and now there's regret on that. Let's find out why you're staying and trying to remain strong, which is really wonderful, Taurus, to try and stay positive, because energy does move forwards. And let's see what you need to stay strong about. What does Taurus need to stay strong about? Thank you. You need to stay strong because there has been conflict. You see, there's a battle going on, and there's not just one person there, there's multiple people. So perhaps there are multiple people involved in this divinely guided connection, maybe family members, maybe friends, telling you that you need to come out of this player energy because you love this person, and you're going to end up regretting something if you don't come out of this energy, or the person you're dealing with doesn't come out of that energy. And there was conflict, and you've had to stay strong because there has been some strong words expressed, strong emotions, strong words, strong feelings. Let's just find out more about this conflict. What's this conflict for Taurus? Why do they have to stay? Thank you. There we go. It was with the Queen of Cups. Now the Queen of Cups, she's very emotional queen. She's very intuitive as well. And you have the King of Cups. A lot of love in this connection. This is possibly a twin flame connection of yours, Taurus, that you're dealing with. And it's led to, unfortunately, one of you maybe not being ready for that connection. Okay, somebody was being flighty, but they want to come out of this now because there's a loss. There's a loss with this connection, and it was probably your counterpart that you had a lot of conflict with, lots and lots of strong words were said. Okay, and you're having to stay strong because of these expressive arguments that were going on with the Queen of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, you can't make it up really, can you? You have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is swords about communication. It's about our thoughts, but you can see this gentleman. It doesn't have to be a gentleman. It can be a female also, but it's just energy, Taurus. Somebody was being rather sneaky in this connection, and it's unfortunate because it was a divinely guided connection, and it's led someone to be feeling really at a loss because there's so much love here, and somebody feels so helpless because of the love, and they want to come out of being a player because somebody was sneaky, and it looks like that sneakiness, lies and deception and cheating, it could even be thievery. Okay, and look, somebody had to walk away because of fears and anxiety and conflict. Let's just delve a little bit deeper with my everyday tarot deck. Let's find out what this conflict was about. Let's find out what this Five of Wands is for Taurus. What's this Five of Wands for Taurus? Now, bearing in mind, because this is a general read, energy can be vice versa. So whatever resonates with you, if you feel that it's this person that is being sneaky and is now at loss, or it's you. It can be, energy can be flipped, so you take it as it resonates. Let's find out what this conflict was for you, Taurus. What was this conflict about with the Queen of Cups? What was this conflict about? Okay, Taurus, for Taurus, what's this conflict about? What is this conflict about, Spirit, for Taurus? What was this conflict about? What is this strong words and whoa! Okay, wow, that flew out. Okay, it's about the Six of Cups. Okay, so this is a card of nostalgia, of past. This is somebody from maybe a connection from the past or past connection that you've had, but it can also be a card of reconciliation. So perhaps after a loss of a divinely guided relationship and wanting to come out of player ways, and somebody recognizing there's a lot of love, after conflict, somebody would like to reconcile. They're trying to stay strong and reconcile after conflict. Maybe reconcile with this Queen of Cups person. So it seems like a reconciliation could be on the cards for you, Taurus, which is really, really nice, especially if this is a twin flame, divinely guided relationship, because obviously you don't want to stay, or that person doesn't want to stay in a Five of Cups energy for too long. Let's find, why is the Knight of Wands in reverse? I want to know why. Okay. The Knight of Wands in reverse is, you have the Hangman come out. It's a major arcana. It means somebody has now gone into a complete contemplative mode of thinking. Perhaps after all this conflict, somebody's had to stand still and recognize that perhaps being a Knight of Wands and having that flighty energy wasn't such a good idea, and having the overall energy of the Seven of Swords being very sneaky and deceptive wasn't a good idea, and somebody's had to contemplate and realize that they need to probably ground themselves a little bit more and come out of these player flighty sneaky ways. The Knight of Wands is a really lovely person. They're full of fun, full of laughter, full of happiness, but it's generally a very non-committal energy, and somebody's had to really stop and really enlighten themselves to the love that they have about this really deep connection. And then you have the Empress. She came out in reverse. So the Empress is a wife, she's a mother, she's very abundant, she's very fertile, can also denote a pregnant woman. So it's a possibility that this is you, or the person feeling out of this energy. It's somebody that's off balance. They're not being abundant, they're not being fruitful, and they're not standing within their Empress power. And that could be because there's so much regret within this divinely guided relationship. It could also be that somebody maybe doesn't want abundance in the situation anymore, Taurus. Okay, somebody's feeling rather at a loss and feeling that maybe this situation isn't fertile at all. Let's find out what this why is the Lovers in reverse with the Five of Cups? Why is the Lovers in reverse for the Five of Cups? Why is the Lovers in reverse for the Five of Cups? It could be that this is, the Empress in reverse is a husband or wife, and after this conflict is not really feeling abundant in the situation, or feeling that it's going to be fruitful for them. Let's find out what the Lovers is in reverse. Lovers can also denote a decision needing to be made, but I believe that this is, yeah, a divinely guided relationship that you're dealing with. And the Lovers is in reverse. It's not, this relationship wasn't going very well because there was conflict, but this is tit for tat conflict. Nobody gets hurt. It's just people one-upping one another. Bad words, conflict, bad words, harsh words, strong actions, just to one-up one another. And let's see what this, why the Five of Cups is here, what this conflict was about. What's this regret about with the Five of Swords? Why is Taurus regretful? Why is Taurus regretful? You're regretful that there was conflict and nobody's really won in this battle. But what else? Why else is the Five of Cups here? Tell me more about the Five of Cups. Tell me more about this Five of Cups for Taurus. Tell me more about the Five of Cups for Taurus. Tell me more about the Five of Cups for Taurus, please. One more shuffle. Tell me more about the Five of Cups. Like the Five of, what's this regret that Taurus has, or Taurus's person has? There's heartbreak. Somebody's regretful about heartbreak. This was a divinely guided relationship, and there's a lot of regret. There was a lot of one-upmanship and conflict, tit for tat. Perhaps your love interest or yourself really wasn't in your Empress energy of abundance and fertility and growth. It was maybe too flighty and now wants to come out of that after some consideration, realizing that it probably was a twin flame, divinely guided relationship, and now somebody wants reconciliation because they're absolutely heartbroken. And with this sneakiness, because somebody actually did probably walk away because it led them to feel really, really anxious. And after this heartbreak, at the bottom you have, but you're hopeful. Somebody's hopeful in this situation, and that's probably why you're trying to be strong after this conflict, and you're hopeful that you're going to get a reconciliation with your counterpart. So let's see what the angels' advice is for you, Taurus. These are the angel answer cards, and they're by Radley Valentine. And we'll just get Taurus energy, Taurus energy, Taurus energy, Taurus energy, Taurus energy, Taurus energy for June 2020. Okay, let's see what answers the angels. What's the best advice for Taurus with this heartbreak and reconciliation? What should Taurus do about this divinely guided relationship, Spirit? What should Taurus do? What advice do you have for Taurus? Okay, so you have ask your friends and family, helpful people. There'll be helpful people that are going to help you, okay, figure things out. Maybe help you reestablish a reconciliation. Or choose a new direction. Maybe if you do try to reconcile and this person perhaps doesn't want that, you can choose a new direction. Okay, there's always choices to be made, Taurus, but don't lose hope. Okay, don't lose hope, because at the bottom of the deck it says yes. Okay, yes to whatever you're thinking. Yes, this relationship could work out. Yes, you can have a reconciliation. Yes, you can come out of regret and heartbreak. Okay, and maybe, yes, this is your divine counterpart. Taurus, I'm going to end the reading there. Please, if this reading resonates with you, please do click the thumbs up button. Please do subscribe, hit the subscribe button also. And please, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to read your comments. And this is a new channel, so I really would love to hear from you and help grow alongside you. So please do like, share and subscribe. Take care. God bless. Bye.